everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. We're about ready to get started. So I see that you all have your food. That's great. Feel free to continue dining. If you want more, please help yourselves. If you need to go to the bathroom, they're just down this right-hand side on the right-hand side. Go down kind of through that hallway. You'll see it on the right there. Feel free to get up, move around as you need. This is totally informal. As you know, we're Image Reborn. As you can see, we have an interpreter here. We do have a person who is not hearing. Is that the correct way to say it? Say deaf. Thank you. And so that's why you'll see an interpreter up here. We do have deaf retreats, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. So super exciting. Our team is growing and getting more and more spread out and diverse, and we're very excited about that. So tonight I will start out with just a few updates about Image Reborn, and then we have two excellent guest speakers who will be joining us, and I'll introduce each of them as they arrive. But Dr. Anna Nash will be talking about menopause and how that, sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. And breast cancer. And then Savannah Lavenstein is a mental health therapist and nutritionist, and she's going to be sharing a bit about trauma-informed language and care and how we can be mindful of trauma when we're addressing our groups. So really great speakers tonight. Really grateful to have you all here. This is about 15 to 20% of our total team. So it's, you know, there's a fair amount of people here, but we have way more that obviously are unable to attend for various reasons. So without further ado, oh, and I also wanted to let you know, I am recording the speakers so that we can send these out after the fact for those who aren't able to attend. Your faces won't be on the camera unless you decide to walk in front of it, but your voices, if you ask a question, might be recorded. Okay. So, super excited about our theme this year for this event. This is not the retreat theme, just to be clear. We haven't picked that yet. You guys get to help decide that. This is the theme that Jane and I came up with for this event. We just know that this particular group, you guys are all people who directly touch the retreats. Your facilitators, your providers, your volunteers who come and serve meals or pick people up from the airport. And you are the heart of Image Reborn. And so I just want you to remember that what you do at these retreats is so impactful, and it means so much to the people who come. So thank you for leading us with your heart, and we hope that this weekend will help you learn some tools, hear some wisdom, have an opportunity to kind of refresh and renew, and leave you feeling stronger by the end. So let's see. So Image Reborn is a community of teams. We have a lot of teams, and I kind of get the lucky job to get to meet everybody in all of these teams, and I get to connect with you on so many different levels and ways, and so does Jane with all the Utah teams. So this is an opportunity to bring us all together so that you can learn more about all the teams that exist within Image Reborn. And I start with the staff. We are the people that are in the office sometimes or running around like with our heads cut off. But you can always reach out to us if you have any questions, concerns, feedback. We're your team. So Bobby is the executive director. Bobby, wave your hand. And Bobby started almost 4 years ago. It's wild. These 4 years have flown by. We now have like double the budget than when she started. So she has been so amazing to help us grow our funds so that we can offer way, way more retreats and more programs. And we're very lucky and grateful to have Bobby. Judith. Judith is our guest relations and volunteer coordinator. So she talks to every attendee when they register. She's emailing them, she's sending them texts, she's talking to them on the phone, and making sure that they have all their questions answered. When we have people who call and ask, what is a retreat? Or when they submit a question online, she's the person who is answering it. And as a volunteer, you probably have worked a lot with Judith. She helps coordinate, when your shift is going to start at a retreat, and making sure that all those shifts are filled so that our facilitators feel supported. So we're so grateful to have Judith. I can't believe she's part-time. She does all this part-time. So please know that too if you're ever trying to reach Judith, that if you're reaching her at a particular time, that might be why she's not responding right away or something, but she's amazing. And then our newest member is Jane Hilton. Jane. And Jane has been here for nearly a year now. So those of you who joined us for our retreat kickoff in January got to meet Jane. That was like her first week of employment. And she got up and she spoke, and she was amazing. And we have just loved her ever since. She has done a great job of coordinating all the Utah retreats. She's gotten to meet a lot of our Utah team and some of our out-of-state members as well. So so happy to have you here, Jane. And also I want to give a huge shout out, because Jane and I coordinated this event, and she did most of it. So thank you, Jane. Oh, and I have to point out, I included this picture just because it makes me laugh. I didn't realize how small it would be for you guys. I didn't want it to be too big, but look how excited I am about my huevos rancheros. So I'm like, why am I smiling like that? Okay, and then, where's our picture? Oh, sometimes Canva's a little tricky sometimes, but this is our board of directors. Oh, okay, wait, you could see it there, so I'm just gonna keep it there. If you are a board of director, will you please stand up? Susan's our only rep right now. We have an amazing board of directors. This is, I think, eight of them, and we have a total of 12. Is that the right number, Bobby? 12. And they work tirelessly. They are all volunteers. They help us with fundraising. They help us with strategic planning. They help keep the organization moving forward, and we're really grateful to have such an awesome team. So our board of directors are very important at Image Reborn, and hopefully you'll get to meet some of them as you come to more events. Okay, I'm gonna try to go, and our founder, Dr. Saltz, recorded a message. He really wanted to be here tonight. Yes, please give an applause. He really wanted to be here tonight. He's in Houston right now, talking at a symposium for plastic surgeons. So he has a little message for us, and I'm going to try to present this again so you can see full screen.
Hi everyone, welcome to the summit of the Image Reborn Foundation. This beautiful painting depicts a breast cancer survivor that went through a lot, and she finally found happiness in her life, and that's what the flowers and the bird and her smile represent. And when I think of the work that facilitators, providers, and all of you, especially Allie, do for our breast cancer survivors, I think of this woman and how much happiness and joy you bring to their life. So I couldn't be there tonight. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you do for the foundation. And I really appreciate your time, your dedication, your love to our retreat activities. Thank you.
So Dr. Saltz, hopefully you've had a chance to meet him. If not, I hope you do. He's an amazing man. He founded Image Reborn in 1998 when people mental health wasn't quite yet on the radar, and he saw from his breast reconstruction patients that they would go through the entire treatment and reconstruction and appear whole again. But he realized that there was something missing, and when his nurse was diagnosed with breast cancer, she went on a retreat, to, I think, Casting for Recovery or a similar retreat. And she came back and, said that was exactly what I needed. And he was like, we can do something about this. So pretty inspirational. He's an amazing man. He's still the director, the chairman of our board, and goes to as many retreats as he can. He does the medical hour on Sundays. He's also Zoomed to Colorado for the Colorado retreats and the deaf retreat. His heart is huge. So we're really grateful to have him. Okay. So our next teams that we're going to talk about are our renewal retreat teams, which includes all of you. We have Utah. Utah this year is hosting 19 English-speaking retreats and 4 Spanish-speaking retreats. We have 5 left to go because of that one-day retreat. Amazing team of providers, volunteers, and I'm kind of going to go through these a little bit quickly. I don't know why our pictures aren't showing up. This makes me so sad. Here, let me just really quickly close out of this and reopen it and see if that helps. Sometimes it does.
Only 50 tabs open.
It makes sense, don't worry. Only to me. Okay, where are you? Thank you guys for being patient because the pictures are so cute. So our Hispanic program is growing very rapidly. This year we held, like I mentioned, 4 retreats here in Utah, and then we also expanded into Florida. Florida team, stand up. We have the lovely Lorena. And our Puerto Rico retreat was our first one happened this year as well. So super excited to see where that's going. Melba, if you haven't met her, is she's actually in Puerto Rico right now. Her dad's 90th birthday, so we excused her. Then we have, this is my favorite video that she sent me. This was from Puerto Rico. Sorry, you guys just needed to see that. And then our Colorado team, stand up, please. Colorado is holding 3 retreats plus a deaf retreat. That has been, 3 years that you've been at that level of retreats? So they're doing an amazing job. They have a lot of fun, as you can see. And then our deaf and hard of hearing retreat, stand up. And Texas, stand up. So Texas, their last retreat just in September, this was the first one that they did completely on their own. I was both happy and sad that I didn't get to go, but they did it. They are amazing and they're doing a great job. Florida is pretty new. We started our first retreat last year, English speaking, and then this year we added the Spanish speaking. Our English speaking retreat in Florida hasn't occurred yet. It will happen in November. So this was actually a picture from last year's group. And then also in November, this was kind of a new thing that was added on just a few months ago. We are holding a one-day metastatic retreat for young survivors. And we're doing this in conjunction with Young Survival Coalition. So really exciting. We're really honored to have been chosen to participate in this. And this will happen in Salt Lake City on November 22nd. And I just want to add that I hope that this becomes part of our regular schedule because I think it will be neat to have a one-day option for metastatic Thrivers. And then our providers and volunteers. Will you stand up? Thank you so much. And I never asked the Utah team to stand up. Utah team, please stand up. Amazing. This year, to date, we have completed 27 renewal retreats, and we have 5 more happening in Utah and 1 in Florida. And we'll be done with the year, and we'll start all over again. We've offered services like acupuncture, massage, facials, foot zoning, Reiki, sound baths, grief sharing and group therapy, yoga, qigong, hiking, exercise. I'm sure there's a million others that I haven't mentioned, but we are so grateful for the incredibly talented, intelligent, warm, welcoming providers that offer these amazing services to our ladies, and to our volunteers who do airport pickups, meal preparation, lead hikes, and a number of other things for our events, fundraising, so many things. We're very grateful for all of you. And I just wanted to also throw out a few nonprofit organizations that we've been able to work with this year. And as we advance into the future, we hope to collaborate even more as much as we can. But this year we worked with National Ability Center in Park City, Survivor Wellness, Young Survival Coalition, National Breast Cancer Foundation. Thank you, Bobby, for their funding all of our Stage 4 retreats. Very awesome organization. And then the Colorado Cancer Coalition, I don't know if that was this year or last year or both. Perfect. And I'm sure I've forgotten some or left some off, so please keep me updated if you think of any. Also, Park City Lodging has donated several homes, Mountain Clover Homes in Colorado. We've had donations from Just Ingredients, New Skin, Good Clean Love, and a number of others. So really excited about all of the community that is coming in to support the retreats. And also, these are adorable pictures, so please take a moment. And I had to include this facial that's happening. I'm really impressed that this person brought all of these supplies into the retreat. That was in Colorado. So Utah, step it up. No, just kidding. Totally kidding. Okay, continued wellness. How many of you know anything about continued wellness yet? Okay, a few of you. This kind of came about because of COVID. During that year, we had to find some way to reach survivors and help in whatever way we could. And so we did a lot of stuff on Zoom, played with formatting, and what we realized is that people come to retreats and then they want to come again, and then they want to come again, and they want to come again. And unfortunately, that's not super monetarily feasible. So continued wellness is sort of our bridge as we try to, reintegrate into families, communities with medical professionals. And so continued wellness is a way that Image Reborn can help assist breast cancer survivors with ongoing self-care, ongoing connection. And it's kind of like been a personal passion project to try to figure out what can we do and how can we best do it and what is most needed. And so we did some surveys. We asked women, why do you want to come back to a retreat? What is it that you want? And connection is, of course, among the top. Grief, sharing grief is another big one. And then also sexual health concerns. Those were like the top 3. So that is where we decided that adventure retreats were a good way for those that are like looking to rebuild strength, are feeling good about getting back into their bodies again, maybe doing things that they used to be able to do and want to be able to do again, or maybe that they've never tried before and kind of get out of comfort zone. So adventure retreat people, stand up, please, teams. And I also want to acknowledge that Amanda Valenti is kind of the lead of this program, and she's pictured here on the end. She has her own event that she was hosting tonight because her business, Terra Care, is celebrating their 7th anniversary. So she will be with us tomorrow for those of you who are facilitators, but she couldn't join us tonight. Right now, we offer 2 of these a year, and these are only for people who have come to a renewal retreat and want to come back. So that's what that is part of our continued wellness program. Virtual retreats. This is something that, like I mentioned, we've started since COVID. We've tried some different topics. We've tried some different formats, timings, frequencies. And this year, we've kind of landed in a sweet spot, I think, which is we offer them seasonally. So once a quarter, we have a 2-week span where we offer about 6 to 7 different sessions. Ladies can join for 1 session or a few sessions or all the sessions. We've found that most people, well, we've kind of found that people do what they want. So, but let me see if I can, oh, I had some pictures and that didn't show up. Okay, let's see if the pictures are here on this version. No, they're not. That's okay. We'll skip those pictures. But at these retreats, we've offered like an opening circle and a closing circle, just like we would at a retreat. And then in the middle, we have different topics. Like we've talked about family dynamics. We've done art therapy. We've done Qigong. We've done yoga. Where's Susan? Where does she go? There you are. Yoga. We've, am I missing anything? I think that's it. Nutrition, thank you. And Savannah Lavenstein has been kind of spearheading this with me. So virtual retreats teams, stand up. And then the Body and Breast Cancer Conference. We've done this now 3 years in a row, and we will be holding our 4th one next March. And by the way, I didn't mention this, but I have some papers back there on that little table. It has all the important dates for you, so please be sure to grab one of those, and then you can mark your calendar. But our Body and Breast Cancer Conference is growing, and last year we had an amazing committee, and all of them decided to come back and help again for this year, and we added a few more committee members. So we are really looking forward to a super impactful event on a wide variety of topics, including medically induced menopause, perimenopause, pelvic floor health, intimacy concerns, sex therapy. I'm not saying this right, but things that a sex therapist can talk about. We also invite partners to come. Survivors are welcome to come with or without a partner, and many did. We had a wide range of ages represented, and it was a really beautiful event. Everyone left feeling very uplifted, empowered, recharged. And then grief, as we talked about. Last year, we tried holding a monthly grief circle on Zoom, and attendance wasn't quite where we wanted it to be. And so this year we've decided, well, we won't do the Zoom options, but we will do the in-person grief circle that we did last year. And we kind of use this as a kickoff to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We know for many, Breast Cancer Awareness Month can be very triggering. And it's also a time where it's heavy on your mind. So if you would like to join us, you're welcome to, whether you've lost someone because of breast cancer, or you are grieving your own changes because of your own diagnosis, or if you want to just come hold space and compassion for others who are grieving, we would love to have you. It is, I promise you, it sounds hard and heavy, and it is for a minute, but we cry and we release it, and then we are brought back up, and we have a little social hour at the end. We'll have some light snacks, and that will be held in Holiday on October 1st. And it's kind of a prelude into our gala, which is a celebration of life. So again, this is all on your papers, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. And then the last teams I want to mention are, last teams I want to mention are fundraising committees. So all of you, like I said, are the heart and soul of Image Reborn. You bring your passion, you bring your love, you bring your care, and we are so beyond grateful that you are here and that you want to do what you do and that you love it. But it does take money. And so the backbone, I guess, of Image Reborn is our fundraising committees. And we have an alumni-led fundraising committee. They put on a casino night fundraiser this year, as well as last year. This is something, if you are interested in getting involved with, I don't know what the plans are for next year, but please let us know if you would like to join. And then our gala committee. This is not the gala committee. This is a picture of volunteers at the gala a few years ago. But we would love, love, love your support. The gala funds, Bobby, what, a third? A third of all of our income comes from gala, at least. It's a huge event. It's a big piece of where we get funding to hold more retreats. And we need help in two ways. Number one, procurement. We have, if you've ever attended our gala or heard of it, we have like a spectacular silent auction. We almost have an item for every single guest that attends. It's phenomenal, and it raises over $60,000 every year. We are behind in our donations, so if you yourself have something you would like to donate for the gala, or you like are friends with someone who maybe does pottery or is an artist or has a store of some sort, and you would be willing to reach out on our behalf, we would be ever, ever so grateful. Our deadline is quickly approaching, so it has to happen within the next few weeks if you can. Preferably, if we could have it like no later than the week of October 7th, that would be really, really fantastic. I know that's really soon, but we really do need your help with that. And then the other way that you can help is if you would like to volunteer at the event. We would love to have you. It's really fun. You get to dress up. We have volunteers that help with check-in. So as people are coming in, here's your program. And then we have people that are selling tickets. We have people who are helping at the end of the night when the auction is over, and they go and get the items for the people that won them. The day before the gala, we have opportunities to help set up the silent auction or to help with the decor. So if any of that interests you, please reach out to any of us on the team and we'll direct you in the right direction. But we would love your support. It's on October 18th. Does anybody have questions about that? I feel like that's like a potential question one. Okay. And then here's your dates for the rest of the year. I want to point out a few things. So obviously the Honoring Grief Circle, if you'd like to join that, that's next Wednesday. October 11th is an important date. That is the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk here in Utah. And we've kind of made it a tradition that every year at that walk is when we open up the next year's dates for registration, so that when we see the survivors coming through the finish line, we can say, congratulations, here's a free retreat, and you can sign up today. So the first half of the year will be open. Our Texas, Colorado deaf teams and Florida teams will probably not have their dates quite that soon, but you can expect to see those within, hopefully by the end of the year. October 18th, of course, is the gala. And then December 4th, please, please, please join us for our recognition party. So we've talked about all the teams, and then at the recognition party, we really want to call out some standout people who have gone above and beyond, and we love you all, but we really want to recognize some of the amazing efforts our team has made. And that will be here in this room on December 4th, so you know how to get here. If you are out of state and you don't want to fly back out here, totally understandable. We will live stream the recognition portion. So stay tuned. You'll want to RSVP, and then we'll send you a link. And then first up in 2026, I just want to point out, because we potentially won't see you again until our kickoff, that will be January 22nd. And then the continued wellness virtual retreat for winter will be in January, but the dates have not yet been decided. And I want to remind all of you that you are all invited to attend any of those sessions, whether you have had breast cancer or not. We really try to make it a safe space for any of our providers or team members to join as well, because your self-care is important too. And even if you just want to join for the yoga session or art, you're welcome to pop in for that. So we'd love to have you if that's of interest to you. And I think that is all I had. So if you would be so kind, I don't think our speakers have quite arrived yet. So if you want to just chit chat for a minute, well, we'll get them up here as soon as they're here. Okay.